Have you been feeling something lately that you cannot explain? Something has shifted. Maybe in the last few weeks, maybe in the last few months. Your emotions are different. The things that used to bother you no longer do. The things that never bothered you suddenly do. There is a restlessness in your spirit, not a bad one, not anxiety, just a quiet, steady sense that something is moving, something is coming, and you cannot put your finger on it. If that is you, hear me carefully. You are not imagining it. Right before God brings the right person into your life, He begins rearranging things quietly, behind the scenes, before you ever see who He is bringing. He moves in your peace, in your discernment, in your dreams, in the people who suddenly appear and the ones who finally stop appearing. Most women feel these shifts for months without understanding what they mean. They dismiss them. They tell themselves they are reading too much into things, that they are desperate, that they are seeing signs that are not there. Tonight I am going to tell you they are there. 7 specific signs that your divine spouse is closer than you think. And I want to say this up front. Sign number 6 is the one almost nobody expects, but almost every woman experiences right before the breakthrough. So stay with me all the way through, because this might finally give language to things you have been feeling and could not name. The first sign is an unexplainable peace about being single. This is the one that catches women off guard because it makes no sense when it arrives. You spent so long with that ache underneath everything. The longing was real, the loneliness was real, and then, one ordinary evening, you notice something different. The ache is quiet. There is a calm in you that you did not manufacture and cannot explain. Not resignation, not giving up, peace. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give thee the desires of thine heart." Notice the order. Delight first, then the desire is given. That peace you have been feeling is not the absence of hope. It is the sign that your heart is being aligned with Him first, which is the last thing that happens before the desire is fulfilled. God will not hand you a gift while you are still treating it as a need. Peace always precedes the promise. If a strange, unearned contentment has settled over your singleness after a long season of longing, pay attention. Something good is close. The second sign is that your discernment suddenly gets sharper. Things you used to tolerate start making you uncomfortable. Red flags you would have explained away a year ago now light up immediately. Conversations that used to hold your attention now drain you. People who once seemed charming you now see through within minutes. And part of you is startled by your own clarity. This is not you becoming cold. This is not bitterness building a wall. This is God clearing the interference, because the person He is preparing for you requires a version of you that will not waste months on a counterfeit when the real thing is near. Some women suddenly lose all appetite for the games they used to play. Others feel genuinely repelled by the same temptations they once kept returning to. If your tolerance for nonsense has dropped to 0, that is not random. That is God sharpening your eyes for something worth them. The third sign is that you start noticing married couples everywhere, and you are curious, not jealous. Suddenly, they are everywhere. And here is the shift. Instead of the quiet sting you used to feel watching them, instead of the comparison that would darken your evening, you find yourself genuinely curious. You catch yourself watching how they handle conflict with grace, You ask the older married women real questions. You want to understand how a covenant actually works. That movement from jealousy to curiosity is God turning you into a student of the thing He is about to give you. He is surrounding you with living examples before He brings your spouse, so you do not walk in blind. The fact that what used to make you bitter now makes you want to learn that is preparation, that is, readiness beginning to take shape. The fourth sign is that old relationships get closed clearly, undeniably, without you having to force it. God supernaturally shuts doors on old attachments, past situationships, the person you had quietly been hoping would come back. Maybe they suddenly enter a relationship, or move, or simply fade in a way you cannot explain. Maybe the attachment just lifts one morning, you realize you have not thought about them in weeks, and you did not pry it loose. Someone lifted it off you. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new." This is not loss. This is God quenching your appetite for the counterfeit because the real thing is near. He will not send you something priceless while you are still emotionally invested in something cheap. When a door closes that clearly, when an attachment ends that cleanly, do not mourn it. That is a cleared path, not an empty one. The fifth sign is a sudden, strong pull to work on yourself. And here is the key. This pull is not coming from insecurity. It is not the voice that says, "You are not enough yet," that you need to fix yourself before you deserve love. It is coming from something that feels more like stewardship, a deep, quiet sense that you are being prepared to be the kind of spouse your future spouse is praying for. Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor." God is not asking you to earn the relationship by becoming perfect. He is strengthening you so that two whole people come together, not two broken people who make each other worse. That urgency you feel to heal, to grow, to become more, that is not anxiety. That is divine preparation, and it is one of the quietest, most beautiful signs of all. The sixth sign is the one almost nobody expects, and it is the one almost every woman experiences right before the breakthrough. Right before God reveals your spouse, the distractions get louder. Old temptations you thought you had buried come knocking again. People who never noticed you before suddenly appear, showing interest at exactly the wrong time. Opportunities that look good but feel wrong begin multiplying. The spiritual warfare intensifies in ways you can feel but cannot always name. Beloved, hear me carefully on this one. The enemy counterfeits what God is about to send because he cannot stop it. He can only try to distract you before it arrives. A godly marriage is a kingdom assignment. It creates stability, legacy, generational blessing, and the enemy hates all of it. So right before the blessing, he throws everything he has at you to pull you backward. Philippians 1-6 says, "He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it." The attacks do not mean God has abandoned the work. They mean the work is almost finished, and the enemy knows it. Now, I need to say something here gently but clearly, because this sign can be misread. The kind of warfare I am describing is an increase in distraction and temptation, the sudden pull backward. It is not the presence of real danger. If you are in a relationship that is harming you, if you are in a genuine crisis, Please do not file real harm under "this means my blessing is close." Some battles need a counselor, a pastor, a trusted person in the flesh. The sign I am describing is the confusing uptick in temptation, the sudden reappearance of wrong people, the noise aimed at pulling you off course. That is often the surest sign of all that you are standing right at the edge of the breakthrough. The seventh sign is unexpected encounters, the kind that feel oddly orchestrated. You start crossing paths with someone in ways that feel too aligned to be random. The same face at church, at the coffee shop, somewhere you did not expect. And there is something in your spirit, not necessarily romantic yet, not even fully formed, just a quiet, almost confusing sense that you are supposed to know this person. You cannot explain it. You almost brush it off. Remember Ruth? She thought she had wandered randomly into a field to gather grain. But Ruth 2-3 tells us she happened to come to the part of the field belonging to Boaz, the very man who would become her husband. What looked like coincidence to Ruth was orchestration by God. The accident was an appointment. There are no coincidences in the kingdom, only divine arrangements you did not yet know were on the calendar. So, beloved, let me bring this home: an unexplainable peace, a sharper discernment, curiosity about covenant instead of jealousy, old doors closing cleanly, a pull to grow from the inside, an increase in spiritual distraction, and encounters that feel quietly orchestrated. 7 signs, and you do not need all 7. If you recognized even 3 of these in your life right now, lean in. Your story is about to take a turn that will make you grateful for every single day you waited. While you remain in this season, 4 things matter. Do not force anything. Divine timing cannot be rushed, and you will tangle what God is orchestrating if you try to grab the wheel. Keep seeking God first. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you." Your spouse is included in all these things. Stay in preparation, keep healing, keep growing, keep becoming, and stay expectant without gripping. Expect God to move. Trust that His timing is right, even when it does not match yours. Beloved, the things you have been sensing are not your imagination. They are not desperation making you see things that are not there. They are the fingerprints of a God who has not forgotten you, a God who is preparing you right now for someone He has been preparing for you. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been purposeful. Every day you have walked this season has been getting you ready for a marriage worth the wait. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart ready. What you have been feeling is real, and it is closer than you think. If this word touched your spirit, type this in the comments. It's closer than I think. Write it as a witness to yourself that you are not imagining it. And if you have a sister who has been feeling these same shifts and wondering if she is reading too much into things, send her this video. Tell her she is not crazy. Tell her God has not forgotten her. He is just preparing her for something better than she imagined. And if this message blessed you, remember to like, subscribe, and share so others can be strengthened by the Word of God.